Blessing.
Blessings. Great to see you, Layla.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah.
Thanks for your invite.
Yes, nice to be seen. And I want to make sure I am saying your name correctly, Layla.
Yeah, Layla or Layla.
Is it Lila?
Layla, yeah.
So it's Lila.
Layla is the American version.
But you prefer to be called Lila. Your family and friends call you Lila?
Yeah. Yeah, yes.
We'll go with Lila. We'll go with Lila. Awesome, awesome.
Thank you.
So, yes, thank you, Lila. Thank you. You know, you're in the Netherlands right now?
Yes, I live in Arnhem.
Ireland?
Arnhem.
Arnhem. Arnhem. How do you spell Arnhem?
Yeah, A Arnhem.
Arnhem. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Arnhem. Got you, got you. That's the first time I've heard of Arnhem, but that's awesome. I haven't been to the Netherlands yet. We have friends in the Netherlands. You know, of course, you know, I'm sure Amudra, you know, Brahman Menor, you know. Well, I don't know. I think he might be in Spain now, but there's also yeah, Nargis, Alegria. I don't know if you know a lady named Nargis. Do you know a Nargis?
No.
Okay. We went to a pranic world festival in Italy together, and she's also from the Netherlands.
Nice.
But
Okay.
my goodness, you were born and raised in the Netherlands?
Yes, I'm born and raised in Rotterdam. So yeah, close by Rotterdam in Vlaardingen.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. Well, it's definitely on my list. I'll have to travel there someday. What's one place that you would recommend for me when I go there?
Of course, Rotterdam. Yeah, I really like it. It's so big city. It's a small New York.
A small New York.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's small.
You've been to New York?
No, but the high buildings, like that things. Yeah.
Oh, so they have like skyscrapers over there?
Yeah. But not so
Oh,
high as New Yorker, but I like it.
got it. Like a quaint New York, a small New York.
Yes.
Easy New York. All right. Awesome. I like that. Chill New York. So, you know, Lila, if this was someone's first time meeting you and they didn't really know anything about you, how would you describe yourself?
Oh, good question. Um, I'm I'm um, I'm a people. I love living. I love to cook. I love to be with people, to do nice things. So I love to connect with people. That is a little bit how I explain myself.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
yeah,
beautiful. So, a connector of people, a lover of people,
yes, I love
you know,
for people,
in the company.
animals, nature, all those things. And I help people. So since I was a little girl,
Mhm.
I was always helping people because I saw the tears of others, and it hurts me so much
Mm.
that I feel so much for the other that I really want to help them. And
Okay.
yeah, so
Okay. Wow. Wow. You know, just so beautiful, just that empathy, you know. So it sounds like you were very sensitive, very empathic. Is that what you mean?
yes,
Like you could connect with a lot of others on that level, even when you were very young.
yes.
Okay. How did that affect you? You know, growing up, you know, in your childhood, what were some of the tears, as you say, that you witnessed from other people that made you want to connect in that way?
Because I have always a strong feeling in myself that it is possible that you have peace in yourself. So I always feel that as a young child,
Mhm.
and when I didn't saw that in the other that he was struggling with something, then I really feel a deep feeling in myself that it is possible to feel that inner peace.
Mhm.
And of course, sometimes I have strugglings, okay, but I know that how to connect with that
Mm.
peace.
Wow. And that's one of the biggest, I mean, challenges today, Layla, just connecting with that peace within. You know, we do a lot of things to escape without, but you
Mm-hmm.
know, they say if you don't go within, you go without. Have you ever heard that?
Sorry again, you when you don't go within.
Yeah. So there's a saying, Lila. I don't know if you
Mm.
ever heard of this. You can let me know if you've heard of this saying, but it basically says, if you do not go within, you go without.
Oh yes, yes,
Like,
yeah.
like finding that inner peace, like inner peace is not found in the pancakes, or inner
Yes.
peace is not found in the pizza. You know, it's not even found in like the pandemonium or, you know, the parade, right? It's found inside,
Yes.
right? So there was a lot of times during my life that I tried to externalize my happiness or externalize my joy and my peace, but I found for myself at least, it was a losing battle. Like I could only find it by going within. So
Mm.
when did you find that inner peace within, or do you feel like you always had it?
I think I always had it. Yeah, since I was a little girl. Yeah, yeah.
Always.
And sometimes I had struggles in life, of course, and it was a period of time. But then I remember back the inner peace and go back to that feeling and the power of yourself. Yeah.
The power. The
Mm-hmm.
power. Wow. Just to hear that word, the way that you said it, Lila, the power of yourself. Why do you
Mm-hmm.
feel like peace and power can coincide? Like, where do you feel like peace is powerful?
Because when you have that inner peace, you can, hoe zeg je dat, de struggles in het leven, zeg maar. Um,
The struggles in life.
yeah. So when things is when things are in the outside in the world challenge you and you feel that inner peace, that you can come back in that inner peace and it don't touch you so much, that is really powerful.
Mhm.
That's for me the connection to inner peace and
I
power.
agree. I agree. You know, it's like they say don't try to fight the storm. You
Mm-hmm.
know, like when the storm comes, don't fight the storm, go against the storm, but just, you know, have that peace within and let the storm pass. You know,
Yes,
let the
let
storm
it.
let it
Yeah.
pass by you. So, you know, when you were talking about, and just real quick, Lila, I want to just say, you know, is that your partner in the background?
Yes, yes. Sometimes he helped me with my English words.
Yeah, shout out to your partner. What's his name?
His name is Stevie.
Steve, Stevie?
Stevie from Stevie Wonder.
Steve,
Yeah.
Stevie, shout out to Stevie. Thank you, Stevie.
Stevie
Thank
and
you so
Wonderland.
much.
Yes.
Yay, Stevie, much love.
Yes, you too. You're
Much
doing good
love, Stevie.
work. I'm watching you and you're doing good work. Really good work.
Blessings.
We'll
Appreciate that.
connect later.
For sure. For
My
sure.
mentor also lived on pranic essence for like 4 months. And because of him, I learned a lot about quantum, the universe, the laws of the universe, and what's possible. And now I'm with her,
Mhm.
and she's a year with me,
Yeah.
and she learned like way too much. So now she's smarter than me. She's like on another level. It's crazy.
Wow, wow, wow. And you said who was it? Who was it that went 4 months?
Roy Martina, Dr. Roy Martina.
Okay. Got you.
He
Got you.
mentors me because I I just love to work with the universe. I always work as a kid, and I
Mhm.
didn't know anything. I knew about it, but I didn't know one who was living it. So I wanted the best teacher, and I manifested him. So since then, my life is
Wow.
crazy.
Wow. Beautiful, man. Crazy life. He said crazy. It's crazy.
Yes, it's beautiful. All right,
Awesome, man.
bless. I speak to you later.
Okay.
Have fun. I
Okay.
love.
Beautiful. Thank you. I just wanted to shout you out, Stevie. Just thanking you for being there because, you know, I appreciate you, Lila, for speaking with us today and giving us this energy transmission with a translation because, I mean, I love feeling your vibration here right now. And in the conversation, as you have the translation, just knowing that English is not your first language, that makes it even more impressive that you're giving us this energy right now. So I really want to commend you for that. Like, thank you.
Oh, I do it from my heart. I love it.
Yeah. So, Layla, you know, before you were saying when you were a child that you really enjoyed helping people and that you help people in all kinds of ways. What were a couple of the ways that you feel like you really were inclined to help others and that maybe you felt, you know, passion filled or purposeful for helping other people?
So I grew up in a religion. I was one of Jehovah's Witnesses, and so my parents had a really good intention to give us the lesson of the Bible, and you see in the Bible really good lessons about what Jesus learned about to be really kind and loving with people. So Jesus was for me a really good example to follow. And so since little girl, I learned that, and I help others to learn also about the Bible. But so that was a really yeah, that was my life till last year. 1 year ago.
Just last year?
Yeah, exactly 1 year ago, I moved out from the religion.
Wow.
And I did that because not about the people, because the people of Jehovah's Witnesses are really kind people and have good intentions with what they are doing. But I feel something different about religion and about what they learn in the organization. So I feel a really strong feeling in my heart from something is wrong, or something is not resonate anymore with me. But I thought that the religion was the truth because that was always learned to me. So I really believe that. And so yeah, I saw a really big difference in the Bible about the way how Jesus was and the God of the First Testament. Because Jesus was really kind and really loving, and he said you have to love your enemies, that kind of things. And the God of the First Testament, he was really hoe zeg je vreed? Hateful about people outside the Israelites, and he was jealous and always in war and that kind of things. Okay. So I saw that and I feel from, whoa, I don't feel God in the way how he is. So that God was not for me the creator of life anymore. Was what I always learned and what I thought, because my eyes are wide open and I saw from, whoa, this is not love. If you are love, then you cannot go in war or hate people. That's the other side. So that was for me the biggest reason to stop with the way of the religion. Because I feel that's the strong connection always in my heart with God, or with the, hoe zeg je, bron, the source, or whatever you want to name it. I feel that that love. So after that I was out of the religion, I can more connect with my heart and more with with the intuitive way of living and like that kind of things. So my background has really given me really good lessons in life. I see everything in my life as a lesson. So that was also a reason for me that I have to learn that.
Yes.
But yeah, but now was the time to go on my own, to go my own way. So yeah, I'm not looking back in the time as something what is really bad, or no, I feel really loved about it, and that's it, that it is okay how it is now.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, so I was disfellowshipped from the whole conversation, but when you go out of the religion there, they remove you from everything and they have no contact anymore
Oh,
with you. So
really?
yeah, and that was also for me not love, because
Oh,
if you that's not connecting with each other.
yeah.
They are, yeah, so
I never knew that. Yeah, I never knew that. So it's like an excommunicado, like you're excommunicated from the community.
yeah, so inside the community everything is really lawful, and they helped each other really good, and but when you go another way, then it's no, then
Wow.
we can have contact with you because it's maybe dangerous for us and like that things.
Dangerous.
And yeah.
Dangerous. Like, wait, so it's like almost like like someone when I used to have Facebook years ago, I had Facebook, and people would unfriend you. They would unfriend you on Facebook.
Yes.
And then some people they wouldn't just unfriend you, they'd even block you.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
love.
they would block you. So is that what it felt like? Like it felt like you
Yes,
just got
boom, boom,
blocked. Oh,
boom, 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 boom. It was like that. Yeah.
wow.
But
Wow.
in that moment,
Hmm.
I feel the biggest love in my whole life. I feel so much love around me that's supporting me, that it was okay, and I feel also really, really a much of love to
Hmm.
that people, because they don't know, they have learned that for their whole life to do that with other people.
Right.
So for me, I have no blocks to them.
Mm.
I'm an open heart for them. If they come to my house, come please, I open the door for you.
Mm.
So I think when you that the lesson is always by you, and not by the other.
Right.
If I'm hateful back, then I spread the same vibration. And when I'm love and kind back, so then I spread that. And that is why I am stand for. I say always I'm a pioneer of
Mm.
love, because that is the thing in life to
Yeah.
connect us.
Beautiful. Beautiful, Lila. That is amazing. A pioneer of love.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, Lila. Lila, the pioneer of love. I love this. I love this. There's so much wisdom in what you're saying, Lila. And just thank you for sharing your testimony. Like, thank you for sharing that experience. I never knew the inside world of Jehovah's Witness. I remember, people would come around the neighborhood and they'd be knocking on the doors, and when I'd be walking on the street, there'd be a couple on bicycle. They'd ride up to me and ask me if they would pray with me, and maybe give me a flyer or a brochure or a pamphlet or something, and just pray with me right then and there. But I had no idea that that excommunication and like blocking and unfriending, and you said it was dangerous. They said it was dangerous for them to remain in contact. I never heard about that.
Yeah, some people think that you disconnect from the religion, and for them it's the truth. So you change yourself from the truth. So you go in a dark world. So that is a little bit dangerous for them. So they, yeah, have another look to you. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And what did it do for your identity, Lila? For your identity to be, you said it was only just last year that you left the religion, but how many years had you been in it?
26 years.
26.
Yes, yes.
So
And
over 2 decades. So
yes,
yeah,
yes.
what did that do for your identity at that time?
Yeah, so what I explained in the first thing, that it gave me a basic for to be a good person and like that things, but also it really forms your identity, exactly what you say about the how the religion wants that you be.
Right. And
Yeah.
was it hard to adjust? Like, was there any like period after you left that was kind of hard to adjust back into society away from them? Was it tough?
Um, I I pick myself really, really. Hoe zeg je dat snel op? Ik pakte mezelf snel op.
I got myself together.
I got myself really fast together. So to yeah, to come with an open heart in the world outside the religion, and I was open to learn. But I saw that I had yeah, when I look back from what I learned from the religion, and do this do this so, do this so, do this so, do this so, from oh wow, I have now so much time,
Yeah,
because there was all my time was in the religion, almost.
exactly.
So yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. You know, I love that you say, Lila, that, you know, in your whole life, there's always a lesson, you know, like there's always a blessing, there's always progression, and there's always expression, but there's always a lesson, you know? So I actually titled this, I didn't even know you were going to say this, but I titled this Lessons with Lila. And I remember you were saying that it was just last year, maybe around April, that you actually had another lesson with Brahman Menor. Is that right? You did a retreat?
Yes, I did a retreat by Brahma.
Yeah. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it's I think a few months earlier I heard a podcast about living on light, so you with not eating or maybe drinking anymore. And so I was really surprised to hear that it was possible.
Mhm.
And I always have a really big interest about health and about food and healthy food. I changed my diet 7 years ago in a vegan diet, and
Mhm.
I eat most of the time really clean.
Mhm.
So then I heard that that was possible. That triggers me from, oh, okay, how is that feeling when I'm doing that?
Mhm.
So I followed Brahma Minor a few months, and then I saw his retreat. It was a weekend retreat,
Mhm.
and I thought, okay, I wanna feel how that is. En in de past, hoe zeg je ook alweer dat je experimenteert?
Also experimentizing.
Experimenting with fasting. So sometimes I fast a whole day or 18 hours a day,
Mhm.
and it feels really good in my body.
Nice.
So I did the weekend, and yeah, it was really, really nice how Brahman teach the method to live on prana, because you cannot go from the one day to the other day and whoa, live on prana and you don't eat
Right.
anymore. It's a process, of course, because your whole body believes that you need food. So every cell, you have to cleanse your cell up from that belief and change it in that you can live from prana.
Mhm.
So we did every day, 2 days, 3 times a day, a breathing session.
Mhm.
to let go experiences, and it was a really hard breathing session. And it's echt, I think 10 minutes or something
Like
like
through
that.
the mouth only? It was just in and out through the mouth?
Yeah, in the mouth. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So
So
there wasn't much nose breathing. It was just
uh, I don't remember it exactly, but I thought that it was the first round a little bit with the nose, and then with the nose and the mouth, and then at the mouth only. So
sounds
like that.
yeah, it sounds kind of like a holotropic breath work. Holotropic
Ah.
breath work. I mean, people have had transcendental and even, very visual experiences on
Mm.
that type of breath work.
Yeah, it is. Oh, yeah. It changed your whole chemistry. You feel it directly after that breathing sessions.
Mhm.
So, and you do that with 100 people, so that was really cool to do. And so yeah, and Brahman is a really nice teacher. He has a really nice vibration. He has a lot of love. You feel that in the whole room. So there was a really good experience.
Yeah.
And after that, he sent you like a diet to change your life to go on prana in 1 year.
Okay.
So then you can do it 1 day a week. You do 1 day fasting. You name it a prana day. So you don't eat, you don't drink for like 36 hours,
Mhm.
and then you can do it two days a week, then 3 days a week, and then now after a year you can live on prana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. This
So
is
in the
Go ahead.
oh
Go ahead.
sorry. So in the first few weeks, I was really, hoe zeg je ook alweer dat je heel erg mee bezig was?
I was really into it.
Yeah, I was really into it. I did it, and it's, yeah. I feel that there was a lot of losing old stuff in my cells. I really cleaned up, and so after in December I did a Vipassana retreat, and you were not allowed to fast in that retreat. So I eat normally, and it feels really good because they cooked really fresh. And so after that I did not do the prana days anymore. I feel it's not really the time for me to go further with it. So I really know in my heart that it's possible to live on light, and I also feel that I have not so many foods. I need not so many foods anymore. I feel more energizing. That the process is in my body. So I know that I can always switch to it. So if I feel that I want to clean up more, then I start the prana process again and I cleaned up more. But for now, I'm feeling really good in the way I'm eating now.
Beautiful.
So for now, that's okay.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for sharing this, Thank you for sharing this and like really guiding us and taking us down memory lane, Layla, and just giving a picture of what it was like to be, first of all, in the retreat with Brahman Minor, breathing, doing holotropic breath work with like 100 people. You're hearing everybody breathing next to you, and 3 times a day for 10 minutes at a time. And then, I can only imagine that maybe your hunger started to diminish and maybe things started to take place. And then in the summertime going into Vipassana, you brought me down memory lane, because I remember, I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, in November 2022, that was when I did a Vipassana with my friends. I did it here in the States. And it was, yeah, 10 days, 10 hours a day, we were sitting down in meditation. And I actually got a little bit nervous when I came there, Layla, because I read the guidelines, and sure enough, the guidelines was like, okay, 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 no fasting.
Yeah.
It said no fasting, and I was like, what? Like I had flown out there, so I was basically just stranded with my friends. I didn't have a ride out of there. There was no way for me to. So they said no fasting. So I didn't tell anybody. But they had of course they had, beautiful banquet, great food there. But the only way that I was able to go through it was they had a Bengal spice tea and lemon water. So I would just have Bengal spice tea, lemon water. And here's what I would do. I started getting the bowl of food, like just a little bit. And I would just take my spoon and I would like stir it up. And then I would set it down. And then I would take a drink. And I would set it down. And then I would mash up the food a little bit. And then I would set it down. And I'd take my drink and I'd set it down. So like I went through the whole thing without eating, but what I realized at the end was I didn't even have to do that. All I had to do was remove my silverware. That's all I had to do. Like the guy told me that they don't even watch, they're not even looking out for that. Like as long
Yeah.
as they didn't see like if I just took away the knife or the fork, then they would replace it and they would assume that I had eaten something, because they weren't just watching everybody like looking over your shoulder. So that's all I had to do. And
Yeah.
so I fasted throughout the whole thing, and that's how I made it out because I had been so long without food. If I had started eating, I wouldn't have made it.
No,
If I
no.
had started eating food, my body wouldn't have let me go through the experience. So I'm glad that I found a little loophole.
Mm,
A little loophole.
mm. That's really nice. Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that because when you're talking about Brahman Minor, just meeting him for the first time, Layla, what was you said that he had a really good countenance, a really good energy. What was your impression of him, just that made it seem like he was very different from other people that you've known? Like when it comes to just not eating, not drinking, what about him seemed very different?
He is really, hoe zeg je aard, zeg maar? Gewoon earthly. So, not so spiritual teacher. Well, we are in the shine purpose, but he's really, yeah, down to earth.
Down
Yeah,
to earth. Okay.
yeah, that's my expression.
So not like not really in the clouds. He's really grounded.
Yes, yeah.
Grounded. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. And when it comes to like just his habits or what you were able to witness while you were there for those 2 days, that weekend that you were there, what was it like to just be around someone who doesn't seem concerned with consumption? When it comes to consumption, like, all right, guys, it's time to go grab something, or, like with someone who's not concerned with that, what is that like? Like, what did that do for you?
Um, yeah, it was quite normal. Yeah, I when I changed my diet 7 years ago, people sometimes really look weird that I'm not eating animal products.
Exactly.
So that's a little bit the same thing from, yeah, for me it's normal. So yeah, this feels also normal.
I love this. This is what I love. Like when I have conversations like this with beautiful people like yourself who are saying things that really break people out of that paradigm. Like when you're saying it's normal, it's normal. Like he's not eating, he's not drinking, but it's normal.
Yeah.
Like for somebody, I mean, for everybody in my family, that's unnatural. That's abnormal. That's not normal. They're really, really concerned. But when you say this, there was no concern. There was no worry.
Yeah, and I see how strong he is. He is a big guy. He's face glamour, and so yeah, there's not something different about how he looks like.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So what does that say to you about the possibility of us as a species? Like, what do you feel like people don't realize about their own bodies if you're able to witness someone doing something that so many people are not doing? What does that say for us, like just as a species, as a human race?
I think we can more thinking out of the box as what we have learned always in this system. So I see so many things what I've learned in my life that was the truth, but when I saw it in the other way, then I saw, oh, it was not the truth. I can do it the other way. So like the how do you say that? The belief about you that you need animal protein. So that is so big belief in this world. Everything is about protein.
Yeah.
When you want to lose weight, you need protein. When you want have muscles, you need protein. So years ago, when I become vegan, I was in that process that I thought that I need the protein. So I eat a lot of soya and protein products, like plant-based protein, but it feels not good on in my tummy. So, and then I read a book from a person here in the Netherlands. She has a really good book about the protein. The name is The Protein Liars. And she gives like 300, hoe zeg je wetenschappelijk? Scientific studies in that book about that we don't need protein. So when I read that, so my whole world was changing, and I was now after that I become more like fruitarian based, so I eat more fruit and like that, and I feel a lot better than all that protein what I eat before.
Yes. Wow. It sounds freeing. When you say that, Lila, it just sounds like liberating. It sounds like a liberating feeling to know that you actually don't need something that you thought you needed for so long.
Yeah. It was only because you believe that you need the protein. Yeah, of course, then you need protein because your raw body asked for it because you believed it. So after that, I don't believe it anymore, so I don't need it. And that's also with the prana process. If you want to live without food, then you have to really believe it, that you don't need food anymore and that you live on the energy of life. So that is possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what was one of the ways that Brahman Minor instructed or just let the class know how to really change the beliefs at a cellular level? Like a cellular level, a cellular level, a molecular level. How would you go about changing a belief?
He said that you only had to do the breath work. So we had homework for 2 weeks to do the breath work on not every day, but like 3 times in the week, and in the believing that you let it go. So not thinking about, okay, I have to change my mind about the believing, but only letting go. So we have so much programs in our body. It's not the way that you look to in every program, but let it go.
Right.
If it's not serving you, it's let it go.
Let it
that was his only lesson, I think. Yeah, the biggest lesson was that.
Beautiful. Surrendering, releasing, relinquishing, just letting go. Letting go. That was the only lesson. I love that. The lesson is to let go. Let go.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hold on to so much. And for a lot of people, I would say this, Lila, that even for myself in the past, the easiest thing was to hold on. But the hardest thing was to let go, just
Go,
to
yeah.
let go, right?
It is.
Like to let go of like what could be holding you back. You know, we were holding on to things that were holding us back for so many years.
Mm.
All we had to do was just let go, you
Yeah.
know? So that's such a big lesson. And in Vipassana as well, you know, when I was in Vipassana those 10 days, even though I wasn't eating, you know, it wasn't easy. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it may have been simple.
Mm.
It was simple. We weren't doing anything. We were just sitting there, right? It was
Uh-huh.
very simple, but it was not easy. So, what were your biggest challenges with the mind when it came to sitting through Vipassana that whole time?
It was in the first days. It was really hard to wake up really early in the morning, like 4 o'clock,
Mhm.
and so I did my meditation, and I feel a little bit sometimes asleep, and okay,
Mhm.
I have to concentrate on what I have to do, and sometimes so I feel that I want to move my body the whole time. So I want to sit so and like so and like so. I can't sit like still.
Mhm.
So that was a really big challenge for me, that I saw that I had a lot of um, not that really rest in my body.
Yeah.
That there was, so, and after a few days it becomes better. It becomes better because that you set your mind to it, from okay, I let it go, and I sit and I relax and I do my job. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Beautiful. You know, when it came to Vipassana, also, for us, we had no talking. So we were all silent. There was like
Yeah.
a noble silence, no talking of any kind. There was no contact of any kind, like no, you know, physical contact with any of the members. Throughout the 10 days, there was also no journaling. They took our cell phones at the beginning, so there was no technology. There
Mhm.
were no watching television. There was no entertainment. There was no distractions. There was no distractions.
Mhm.
So for you, did they also remove all of those things for you?
Yes, yes, it's the same over the whole world, I think.
Okay. So how did you deal with like not talking for 10 days?
Yeah, the first day was really weird because I slept with three nice girls in a room, and the first day we talk a lot and we really enjoy each other. Um, but in the evening, the first meditation was going, and after that, you don't talk anymore. But it was really natural. I don't know why, but you focus on your own thing there, and I think, yeah, that is the lesson what you have to learn there, to focus only on what you feel inside. So yeah, that it was really nice to stay by your own energy. Yeah.
For sure. And I also feel, Lila, you can say what you feel as well, but I feel like, you know, there's a connection that we have with each other
Yeah.
that goes beyond words.
Yes, yes, that is. Yeah. You feel each other more, and to do things sometimes on, oh, here or there, and it goes
It
naturally.
goes,
Yeah.
yeah, like there's something beyond words, beyond language, beyond speaking that is
Mm-hmm.
still reaching other people
Yeah.
that, you know, like when I was with my roommate at the dormitory, you know, him and I, we were sleeping in beds that were next to each other, but we never talked to each other the whole time until the very last day when
Mm-hmm.
they released everyone from the noble silence. They said, you
Yeah.
know, you may now speak. And for the first time, after being with each other for 10 days, he said, hey, Jerome, nice to meet you. You know? You know, like he shook my hand and it was like we already knew each other, you know? It was like, nice to meet you, man. Like, how's it going? You know?
Yeah, that was really weird. I remember that too. The last day was
Yeah.
so. I had really pain on my, wat is je nek ook weer? Je keel. On my throat. I couldn't speak that day anymore. It was so painful.
Your throat was in pain?
Yeah, yeah, my voice was gone.
Wow. Oh, the
Yeah.
throat chakra, my goodness. You know, when you're talking about that too, on the last day, when they give you your cell phone back, how did
Mhm.
it feel? Because I almost hesitated, Lila. I really hesitated because
Yeah.
being without your phone for like 10 days in a row and then having it given back to you. I mean, what was that like? Yeah.
It was so weird to touch a screen and so many so prikkels, wat is prikkels ook alweer? Sensitives on your face. Yeah, it was really weird.
Yeah. Yeah. It was like you had detached. And then
Mhm.
when you came back into, into this realm of technology, social media, all these applications, it was like there's so much stimulation, there's a lot of distraction. It's a lot of, yeah, it's just a lot of dopamine. It's a lot of chemicals going off. And when you were without that for a time, it almost felt like a detox, like a technology detox.
Mhm. Yeah, I feel really clear in my head, and yeah,
Yeah.
it's really nice.
I'd recommend it, for anyone who's listening, for anyone who's
Yes,
watching.
me
Like,
too.
if you go to a Vipassana, just those 10 days will change your life.
Yeah,
It'll change your
yeah,
life
yeah.
for sure.
After that, yeah, I learned so much from it, and my energy goes really high since the Vipassana.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know if we touched this, Lila, but were there any things that in your life that you healed yourself from, like physically in your body?
Mhm.
Were there things that you've actually healed from?
Yes, I healed myself from an autoimmune
Okay.
disease, and that was Hashimoto. That's a thyroid disease. So when I was 18,
Hmm.
I around 80, I felt a lot of, yeah, that I was tired and my hormones were not in balance, and so I go to the doctor, and in the blood test they saw you have an autoimmune disease. So I was really in shock from, whoa, I'm so young and now I feel so tired and like that.
Mm.
But deep in myself, I feel that I can't heal myself. But
Mm.
I didn't know how, because I didn't know the world of healing and like that. But the thing what I was changing was my diet. So I changed my diet to a vegan diet and eating really clean. I thought, yeah, your diet is really important for your health. So that, of course, I was knowing that. So I was looking to documentaries and reading books about vegan, eating vegan like that.
Mhm.
And the second thing was that I 100% believed that I was going to heal.
Yes.
So, like 3 months, I worked really hard on myself. I was eating really clean. I, yeah, I believed that I was in the healing
Mm.
process, and um, uh, I rest a lot with my body, so did not stressful things and was more connected with myself like that. And after 3 months, I go to the doctor again for a new blood test. And they saw, oh, it is normal again. And I say, yes, I knew it, that I could heal myself. And so the doctor that, the doctor said, yeah, okay, now, yeah. He was really surprised
I'm
about it.
sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure he was.
yeah,
Yeah. 3 months. 3 months is all it took you to heal
yeah.
that?
Yeah. So and after then, I was so motivated to read everything about healing and
Mhm.
know how your body works. So then I started courses, and yeah, I read so many books about it. And then I saw that you can heal yourself when you believe it. And I thought, oh yeah, that's what I did. Also, I really believe that I could heal.
Yeah, yeah. You know, Layla, when you're speaking about that, and thank you, first of all, thank you for sharing that powerful testimony just of what we can do with the body, that the body is the healer, you know, and the revealer, you know, like that it can heal and come back from anything if the mind is not getting in the way of a natural process, and that we can heal ourselves, you know, just to know that and to show that for yourself. That's the most powerful testimony that anyone can have, is what you have done with your own body, you know? Yeah. That's
Yeah, it's yeah.
truly, truly. And I love how you said that, you know, you truly believed, like there was no doubt. There couldn't have been doubt, you know, like maybe if you had just a little bit like, I don't know, like, no. And then it was only 3 months and you came back and it was all in the clear. When there are people that deal with that, you know, autoimmune disease for such a long time, you cleared it up in 3 months through the power of belief and changing and rearranging your diet, changing your lifestyle, your habits, your patterns. You changed yourself. You changed everything.
Yeah, it was bizarre. And I think your body you needs like 3 months to do the process. Sometimes earlier, yes, that's possible. But yeah, for me it was like 3 months. Maybe it was a little bit earlier, but I did a blood test after 3 months, of course. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I love too, Layla, when you said that you read something afterwards that told you that you could heal yourself through the power of belief, and you connected those dots. You said, "Oh yeah, I did do that.
Yeah.
Like that is what I did."
Yeah.
Right? It's almost like you didn't even know you could do what you already did. It wasn't told to you, but you just did it anyway.
It was
You know,
crazy.
you did it anyway. You know how many the miraculous stories that I've heard, that I've read, that have been shown to me, that people were able to achieve the impossible, right? The impossible, because there was no one around to tell them they couldn't, right? It's just simple. No one was around to tell them it could not be done, so they did it. It's like, it blows my mind, you know, just to find that all we have to do is get rid of the limiting beliefs, or never have them in the first place, and we achieve the impossible. Like that's the only thing in the way.
It is. And later I remember what Jesus also say, if you believe that it's possible, then it heals yourself. Then like zo zeg je dit zo? Yeah, if you believed it, then it's possible.
Yeah.
Like that. So yeah, I think that lesson are secret lessons in the religions books to that we have to really look at that if you are in a religion or have interests about that lessons. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, I agree. You know, there's definitely things that we can take from scripture, you know, lessons that we can glean from these books, you know, like the Bible, like different spiritual books, like different spiritual knowledge that can be so simple and yet so profound. You know,
Yes.
it's just a simple idea, but it makes a big difference. Yeah,
It is, yeah.
man.
Yeah, and I also say some people see only the people from the Bible or an other religion's book as the masters. But I say to people, look around you in this world. Maybe your neighborhood is really kind and lovingful. What can you learn from her? Or an other friends. So don't see somebody as the master, but you can see so many people as lesson givers in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone can be our teacher in some way, you know,
Yes, that's how I
whether,
see it now.
yeah, I definitely agree, you know, we can learn from all ages. They can be younger, they can be elderly, it doesn't matter, you know, we can learn from everyone.
That
We can learn.
is, yeah, yeah. So I'm really natural now in that. I don't see the Bible as my biggest teacher book anymore. It's more like you can learn lesson from it, and you can learn lesson from all kinds of books. What you also say. So then it's just a very natural way. Yeah.
Beautiful. Lila, thank you once again just for coming here today, like all the way across the world, giving your word, giving your testimony, giving us your wisdom. And from these experiences that are timeless, these lessons that are timeless that you've experienced in life. Thank you so much just for speaking from the heart. And I just really appreciate you. Like, let us know if somebody is wanting to know how to get more in tune with you or in touch with your services, your offerings, anything that you have for people. Where's the best place that they can go to receive that?
You can go to my website, lailafvandenberg.nl, or you can connect with me on Instagram. So if you see now my Instagram, I can send a message here in the, so like there,
Yeah.
in the,
Lila
in the chat.
Vandenberg.
Yeah, so you can follow me and ask questions if you have questions.
Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure people will have some, you know, like just listening to you. This has been a treasure. This has been a pleasure. And, you know, shout out to Stevie as well for holding it up with the translation. Thank you, Stevie. Much
Bless.
love. And yes, y'all enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you. Thank you for this conversation. It was really nice.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Take care. Take care.
Okay, bye bye
Bye.
everyone. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.